Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we're going to make the gameplay feel a lot better. For example, we are going to make the lane speed be dependent on the running speed or the speed that we are running right now. And also we are going to make the jump gravity and jump force scale by the walking speed, and also the downwards force scale by the walking speed. So yeah, let's get started. First, we want to go to the PP, third person character. First thing that I want to do, I want to go to the character movement and I want to change the max walk speed to 500 on the start, like that. Then I will compile and save, and now I want to create a new variable. And this will be called get lane switch speed. Okay. And now what we want to do here is we want to get our character movement. From here we want to get max walk speed. And from here we want to divide this value. And then we want to clamp float like this. And then we want to get a output, move it to here, delete the boolean, and connect this return value to here. So it will add a new output pin. Now this output pin will be called lane switch speed. Now we want to make this function pure. And now we want to actually set these values. So our max walk speed on the start will be 500, and our max walk speed, like total max walk speed that we can ever achieve, is 1000, at least for now. So if we want to make this lane speed, I want to make it so it's 2 when we start the game, and then it's 4 at 1000. So what we want to do, we want to divide this max walk speed by 250. So when it's 500, the value will be 2, okay? And that's the minimum value. And also when it's 1000 by divided 250, it will be 4. But we can actually make this value even bigger if we someday like make the total max speed bigger. So let's make this like 6. So basically it will scale until the 1500, like this. Okay, let's compile, let's save. And I have a lot of things open here, so let's close the add power up, set power ups, debug graph, and let's move the event graph here. Now we have the set lane location. And here on the set lane location, we have this interp speed here. Now we want to get the lane switch speed. And that will be the value that we just created by this code. So let's compile and save. Now when we start playing, you can see when the shit is lagging so much. But yeah. Okay, I don't know why this is lagging so much, but the lane, okay, you cannot see it. Okay, I got it to work. So you can see the lane switch speed will be super slow on the start. And I think now it will look a little bit weird, but on the next episode, we will make these running animations a lot better. So we are going to make the player lean to the direction he's going, and so on. So you can see, and now when we make this guy run faster, you can see the lane switch speed will be a lot faster. So it will scale by the speed. So the next thing what we want to do is we want to create the downwards force function. So let's create a new function. Let's call this get down. Okay, this sounds weird. Get like, let's call it get go down. Like speed value. I'm not actually very good with the names. And also, why didn't we just duplicate this? Because we need this code from here. Sorry. Let's do this again. So let's copy this name from the get go down speed value. Let's copy it. Now let's delete this function. Let's duplicate this function and let's paste the name. So get go down speed value. Okay, now it's better. Now here what we want to do, we want to first delete this node from here and we want to change this to be multiply. Because I will quickly show you why. Because here on the where do we have the code? Add impulse here on the input action down. This is minus 50,000. This is the default value as now. So let's go back here. How we can get from 550,000? So we can multiply it by 100. But I actually want to make that value a little bit lower, so I will multiply it by 80. So it will be 40,000. Let's connect it to here. And let's make the minimum value 40,000 like that. Now, I don't want it to be 80,000 on the double speed on the 1000. This is weird explaining this to you, but yeah, if you understand math, you will understand this somehow. But I want to make this 600,000. 60,000. You can obviously make this 80,000 or 100. You can play with these values, but for me, this is enough. Okay. And one more thing. Let's move this a little bit further. We want to multiply this by -1 because we want to make it negative. We also could do it here. Then we would have to make these, change this minimum value to the max and max to the minimum, and also add the negative minus marks on the start. But let's make it this way. I think it's more clear, like this. You just multiply it by -1 at the end. Now let's change this name to go down. Let's call it value or speed or whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's compile and save and let's go to the event graph. Now let's split this impulse pin and let's get the go down speed value. And it should be pure because we duplicated this old function, this get lane speed. But if it's not, you want to make it pure and then you want to connect it to the impulse. Okay, let's compile, save, let's go to play and see if it works. And it will. So now when we jump and go down, it will be like this. But when we are going faster, it will be a little bit faster. But it is not very fast now because we will have to adjust the jump values and the gravity values. That will also make the downwards force a lot stronger. So let's do that next. We can close this get lane switch speed and get go down speed. And actually, let's do one thing here in between. So let's go to the third person map and let's go to the BB player camera. We also have this interrupt speed here on the calculate lane location. So what we want to do here now is we want to get the player ref and we want to get the lane switch speed. Okay? And connect it to the interrupt speed. So now the camera is not that janky, it will be a lot smoother and it will also scale by the value. As you can see, now it's moving pretty slow and when we're going faster, it will also move faster. So it's pretty nice. Then let's go back to the third person character and we can close this camera. Now here we want to create yet another function. This function will be called set jump and gravity values or something like that. Okay. What we want to do here now is let's go back to the set lane location. No, sorry, not there. To the get lane switch speed, and let's copy this. Now let's go back to the set jump and gravity values and paste it here. So what we want to do next, we want to actually promote this to a no, sorry. We want to get the character movement, and we want to set gravity scale. Okay, and we want to connect this value to here. Now if we click on the character movement, we can see our gravity scale is set to 1.5 as default. So we want to make these values to fit on that. So first, our max walk speed, how we can get 1.5 from it. So the max walk speed on the start is 500. So we can divide it by 350. It will be close to the 1.5, not exactly, but close enough. And let's make this minimum value 1.5. And then I want to actually clamp this to 2.5. Like that. Okay? Next, what we want to do is we want to multiply this gravity value. Then we want to add to it. And now we want to get from the character movement, and we want to set jump, set velocity, like this. And let's add a reroute here so it looks a lot better. Now let's connect this to here. Now what let's make this even better, like this. And what we want to do now is we have this value of 1.5 on the start, and our starting jump velocity is 700. So we want to get around 700 from it. So let's get like 300 and then we want to add the gravity scale multiplied by 250. So 1.5 times 250 is 375, and when we add 300 to it, it will be 675. That's good enough. And it will scale. So when our value is 2.5, this will be 625. So it will be in total 925. Okay, I think these are pretty good. You can play with these however you want, but I think these values are pretty good. So let's compile and let's save, and let's go to the event graph. And now where do we have our jump function? Here. Yes. So what we want to do here, actually let's move this from here first, like that. So we have this jump function or event or whatever, and we just want to call this set jump and gravity values before that. So let's move this further and let's get this here in between, like this. So now every time before we jump, it will set these values. Now when we compile and save, play, you can see when we jump, it will look as before. And now when we go faster, the jump will look the same, but it will be a little bit faster because the gravity is scaled. But also we will still jump further than before. So yeah. But now it's pretty nice, and you can also, oh shit, let's try again. You can also see that when I can try this, you can also see the downward force is shit. Downward force is a lot faster, like this. You can obviously play with the values, but for me, this is already starting to look pretty nice. So yeah, I actually think that was all for this video. If you like what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. And yeah, hope you have a great day and see you in the next one. Bye.